AI is absolutely crazy. Check this out.
You don't even realize, but I am completely AI generated.
And share with this video with ultra-realistic AI influencers.
You can make me review your product.
And you can dress me however you want.
I can sell your product like this facial cream.
And I can do an unboxing.
I don't sleep. I can make your video instantly and be consistent in every video.
Yeah, so I actually might be really cooked here because these AI influencers or AI UGC creators, so to speak, aren't real at all. And I made these probably within like half an hour today, so really it's way too efficient. Now in this video, I'm gonna personally show you how to do this exact same thing and use a singular platform to actually make all of these ads and try it out for just $1, which if you ask me is basically unheard of in this industry. They always want you to go ahead and make a crazy upfront payment, but that's no longer the case. First of all, we're gonna make an AI UGC influencer. So we're gonna actually show you how to, take a singular person and recreate them throughout multiple different ads. Secondly, we're gonna show you how to recreate ads from basically scratch, going from the original to importing your product and simply getting an amazing result. And then lastly, I'm gonna show you how to just create one by itself using Sora 2 Pro. So without further ado, I think we should just get straight into it. And the tool that we'll be using for today's video is called MakeUGC, so make sure to go check them out. So I'm going to show you now how to actually make a product in hand from the same kind of avatar every single time consistently, so you have an AI influencer. Now in this case, I'm going to show you how to do it. Well, we go over here and you can either just upload a product image with the AI creator in hand or whatever it may be. But in this case, I want to create a quick generation. What I'm going to go ahead and do is choose a character from MakeUGC. Now you can always use the same kind of character, but in this case, it makes it a lot easier for me to just go ahead and use the same person. Now, I quite like Natalie over here. We can actually break this down into demographics. So if you just want a female, you want it to be white or whatever it may be, casually, then you will come up with a bunch of females here. So it's taking a second. My Wi-Fi isn't the best always, but yeah, as you can see here are the assets. So here are the different people that you can choose from. But in this case, I still kind of want to go with her. If not, I would actually go with Ashley or someone like that, for example. We press OK. We simply use her. We can just add the product image just like that. And we're going to use an ordinary kind of serum for the face or whatever it may be. Now, what we do is we go back to ChatGPT, ask it to come up with a simple little prompt to add in here. Now, actually, I kind of want it to be a bit shorter. So we're going to go whoosh, and it's going to come up with a lovely little shorter answer there. Just like that. Press Control C and Control V. Now we just generate images. What it's going to do, just like you see in front of me, is come up with 3 different variants within 1 to 2 minutes. So as we can see, we have the 3 different variants in front of me. In this case, I quite like the one on the far right. So we're going to go ahead and select the image. Now, if you do want to use this avatar again, all you need to do is upload the same product image and just put in a different prompt with the same avatar, and you're going to get the same kind of results every single time consistently over and over again. Now, what I would do if I were you in this case is go ahead, select a voice depending on what you want. You can also go to 11 Labs and actually custom generate a voice if that's something that you want to do. But let's go ahead and what some of these people sound like.
Hi there, welcome to
MakeUGC.
I feel like Mira would be a good suit in this case.
We are excited to collaborate.
Sorry, I've accidentally clicked multiple here at the same time. We're going to go select Mira. We're going to save and continue. I want to use Nova because it is the best one and recommended by MakeUGC. It means that you don't actually have to describe what she does or anything like that. And instead, we make a simple prompt. Just like that, simple little prompt. And just like that, we copy it and we go back to MakeUGC. So I've gone ahead and actually copy pasted the simple audio, what she should be saying. We can go ahead and hear that right now.
Simple skincare works. I use the ordinary for hydration that actually lasts. No extras, just results.
Just like that. And we can go ahead and press generate. Within a couple minutes, you're going to see the results. So here's the final result.
Simple skincare works. I use the ordinary for hydration that actually lasts. No extras, just results.
It works extremely well. So as you can see, we are on the MakeUGC dashboard. What we're going to go over and do is go to the video agent tool over here. This is where we're going to recreate the ad that we already see. So in this case, you're going to have a bunch of ads listed at the bottom here, and you can go ahead, select country wise, select whether you want it a fresh, nice new ad or not. But in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on something and see what is best, because in general, you can go ahead and change the language and so on. It's not going to really matter much depending on what demographic it's for. So the general video will be copied in this case. We can see I quite like the way that this is filmed for the product that I want to use. We can also see over here, like, yep, it's got 100 to 200K unique viewers, was posted last on January 14th and was made the day before. So it's done really well as an ad. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is press recreate, add the image of my product. Now, in this case, I want to use a Stanley Cup. I just feel like that is something maybe, yeah, you could use for this kind of ad in this situation. I've gone ahead and asked ChatGPT to just come up with a simple product description. We're going to take that, we're going to go back to MakeUGC, and we're going to apply that right into the description over here. Press save. It's going to take a second to upload, but before you know it, we're going to be in the AI agent and we're going to be talking through all the necessary things to make this ad as good as it can be. With that being said, I want it 15 seconds in vertical, and we've pretty much got exactly what we need. We can go ahead and press upload, and it's just going to take a second here to load into the AI agent tool. Now, the amazing thing about this is that you can go ahead and text this whenever you need any help with the product, or if something isn't aligning to exactly what you want it to be. But first of all, what it's going to go ahead and do is actually take the image analysis and go ahead, take the color schemes, for example, your pink, white, and stainless steel, content description, and a bunch of key features, recommendations, and style suggestions all come up here, which you can go ahead and change if you are not liking it. What it's then gonna go ahead and do, just wait. Then it will come up with a video analysis tool. This is where it's gonna essentially take the video that you've used as a reference ad to dissect it into shots, scenes, and so on, and kind of describe what each scene should be made out of. Then it's going to come up with a simple questionnaire as to what you want the actual ad to be like. So who are we trying to focus for? In this case, it's wellness. We kind of want maybe, I think a fitness enthusiast seems most likely because the ad was a bit more like that. And just in general, the pink cup is always good for the gym. What are the main benefits of this product? Hot or cold, eco-friendly, comfortable grip. I feel like these are all pretty normal and primarily targeted in North America. We're going to do this in English for everyone here, and you're going to simply press continue with that. So that's our little quiz, so to speak, little fun part. And it's going to basically come up with the ad now in a transcription. So we can see here what the video storyboard is going to be. Scenes, shots, everything is listed down over here. Fast-paced overview of stainless cup. Now, in this case, if you want to go ahead and make any changes, you can easily go ahead and do that. But for now, I think it's good to go. I haven't read through it all just for the sake of this tutorial. We're going to go ahead and press proceed. Now, if you do have any questions or things that you do want to change, you can type these things into here and actually, make the actual changes. The AI is going to understand that and come up with a suitable replacement. With that being said, now it's going to come up with a video and
hot or cold for hours, perfect for every workout. Comfortable grip. Keeps my drinks just right. Stay refreshed. Stay active.
So as you can see, we've made it back to the main page of MakeUGC, and what we're going to go ahead and do is make a new little project in a new folder, whatever it may be. Doesn't really matter, let's be real. You're going to go over here and select Sora 2. Now there's a ton of different features, but in this case, we're kind of choosing what we want best. We've selected Sora 2. And we've uploaded an image. Now in this case, I'm going to use Golly. We're going to do a different one for each different feature that we use here in the software. So we go ahead, press save. It's very easy, very simple. This one takes a lot less time compared to the AI agent or some of the other tools in this case. and we can go ahead and select Sora 2 self-dev. And the reason being, it's a new feature, it works really well, and in my opinion, even overthrows the king, which used to be Sora 2 Pro. Press 9:16, and again, keep it around 15 seconds. I don't want to have anything longer than that. I've gone back to ChatGPT, asked it to make a little prompt over here to put into it. In fact, actually make it more detailed and have longer. Just like that, we're making a nice prompt because we do want this to be very detailed. So we go ahead, copy this all, and then we go back to MakeUGC, paste it in here, and just like that, we've got exactly what we need for a really, really nice ad. Simple as it is, we press generate video, and before you know it, you've got an ad within a couple minutes. So here's the final result.
I used to rush my mornings. Now, I start with something simple. Goalie makes it easy to feel balanced every day.
It works extremely well. And again, for only $1, this is really insane. So I hope you learned the basics of how to actually make these ads. They're super useful, definitely, if you're running the dropshipping pages, if you're running AI influencers, whether you're actually testing different ads in a huge campaign that is ready to be launched. Well, this is perfect for the cheap budget, and just in general, the convenience nowadays with the AI is ridiculous. So with that being said, thank you for watching. As I mentioned before, the link is in the description as usual, and I'll see you next week for another video. Goodbye.